Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the College of Inspiration, where we seek to inspire you with our role-playing adventures. I am the host for this evening, Cosmo, bard of hosting, funnily enough. He, him. Joined by my good friends Scarlet, she, her.
Yo!
Juniper, he, him.
Yo.
Rain, he, him.
Yep.
And Alexander, he, him.
Yo.
Today we'll be continuing our game of Arkpoint, our Fantasy Noire, exploring crimes and politics and, the seedy underbelly of a city rife with strife. But some quick announcements before we get into that. I just would like to say that the art for our campaign here, all the character sprites were made by the lovely Scarlet Song, and our NPC art is made by our good friend Eldritch Flatcap. Also, we have a merch store full of great Arkpoint merch, so feel free to check that out. The art, once again, by Scarlet Song. Thank you so much.
I do it out of love.
For those listening, Scarlet then just crawled out from under a small little desk somewhere.
It's from my hunched over position, raffles in blankets against my table of my drawing tablet.
Like all good artists, yes.
It's worth noting that we've not yet seen what happens when she makes something with hate.
I
You'll
mean,
find out.
I'm sure we will.
I go to sculpture then.
I'm sure if she had known ahead of time what would happen with Janus's wounded sprite, there'd be some hate, but...
Oh, we'll find out.
I don't believe there's any other
Jeez.
announcements, so...
Oop, sorry.
We do appear to be competing with Critical Role today.
We'll have alone.
We've got
No, we're
him.
not.
Maybe-
Obviously.
Yeah, there's no competition. It's all friendly.
You said I'd challenge William to a fight any day.
See, I challenge him to a hug.
Now he'll beat me in that easy.
That's right. I can sub in for you, man.
Lipstick
together
battle,
strong.
let's go. Anyway.
Anyway,
Say the lion, Cosmo.
last time in Arkpoint. Not much happened, I guess.
Oh, that hurts.
The accountant did his usual working for the Otello family. Scoop, broke a chair. Piscotta helped around the house as a maid would. And Janus. Well, Janus went to work with his father. And then went out for a drink with a friend of his, Azalea. And then on the walk home, they were accosted by some rough individuals. And the last thing he saw was Janus, unconscious, being dragged away.
Yeah, nothing happened. It's just a normal Tuesday.
Average Friday night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think we should probably start at the Sanguis townhouse. Miss Cotta. So today is the day that
Oh Lord. Okay. Um.
Yes, today is the day that Dame Naval is arriving from the city of Seraphor. Come to help
Okay.
your mistress, Bonnie Sanguis, with setting up their new rehab center out in the Arkpoint woods. They've converted the old Sanguis Manor. And, you know, after a few months of paperwork and dealing with
much
bureaucracy
paperwork.
and whatnot.
So many stamps.
Yes, you know, the Dame Naval runs a few rehab centers in Seraphor quite successfully. So
Right.
she's come to help the lady. So any final preparations that Miss Cotter would have done?
Miss Cotter would have changed the sheets 3 times before she started breakfast this morning. She would have also... she'd found fresh flowers, like the most hypoallergenic, non-scented, but like just nice scented things to not offend the nose. Like the type of thing that they do where they take out the inside parts of lilies so that the powdery stuff doesn't go everywhere as well. Like she's gone the full prep mode because she's prepared for guests. She prepared for a soiree quite a while ago that resulted in the reason that this rehab center is here in the first place. But Miss Cotter, for her part, is basically making herself as busy as she can with her hands as she moves around and polishes everything, cleans everything, tells Nate to neaten up like 6 or 7 times, even though he's fine. But it's like she's panicking. It's like, and then at some point it hits her. It's like, it's all right. Sorry. And then as soon as Lady Sanguis is up and ready, and probably also tapping her feet a little bit nervously, she goes into taking care of people mode and prepares some lavender tea for her mistress.
Oh, thank you, Miss Carter. I must admit,
Lavender and
I'm a little...
chamomile?
No, lavender is. Thank you.
Alright.
And eventually there's a knock at the door.
Nate, I'm assuming, given that they are in charge of are they doorman?
Yeah.
Valet?
Nate will go and open the door.
Keeps her head low, but immediately, her goal here is to look judge of threat, kind of thing.
Fair enough. Well, after a quick, you hear some words exchanged, and in walks a elderly half-elf woman. She's wearing plain yellow sort of dress with half-moon glasses that have got a beads. Oh, my brain has completely forgotten the word.
Beaded strand?
Yeah, strands. Thank you. That works. So, like strands of like pearl-like beads, sort of that connect to the glasses and drape around her neck. Her hair is pulled up in a nice sort of bun behind her hair. She has a soft smile about her. And as she walks in, Bonnie is like, "Ah, Dame Naval, it's a pleasure to meet you and have you in our home." "Oh, thank you,
yes.
my dear."
Miss Cotter has bowed curtsied as low as possible, like as her station dictates, especially manners-wise, and prepares to take bags silently with Nate up to the prepared room on Lady Sanguis's command.
Yes. Yes, Lady Sanguis is like, Miss Cotter, could you help Nate with the bags?
Understood.
Dame Naval doesn't seem to give you, like, she does not even seem to acknowledge your presence. He just talks with Bonnie. It's like, they start discussing. He's like, oh, how was the trip and stuff like that?
From just as a first thing, this is going to sound so weird, but what does she smell like? Is it like, does she have like a fine perfume on? Does she smell like the sea? Like, does...
Roll perception.
Perception.
Yeah. As you... It loads your
There you
scene.
go! Oh yeah, I forgot. This is one of those things I can do. Decent, like, okay, decently. Like 14?
Yeah. She has like a very slight floral scent and a bit of a woody sort of scent as well. Like it's a mixture of like, I'd say like cherry blossoms and sort of like it invokes the smell of like cherry blossom trees sort of thing.
That is a light smell. All right. Miss Cotter kind of goes. Miss Cotter kind of like thinks through, keeps in mind the type of scent she wears as she's bringing up the bags to remember to place those sort of flowers in for the next morning.
Yep. Yes. So, yeah. Just outside, you see Nate sort of getting some bags off the carriage.
Don't scuff any of it now.
I won't.
All right. It helps out. How much luggage is the dame bringing? Is it like they're moving in for a bit, but like...
Yeah. So the stay is expected to be maybe like possibly a few months because of
Okay.
You know, they want to help out, make sure everything is set up, make sure it's like running smoothly and stuff. So it's a few, you know, quite a few bags.
Okay. Grabs things again, keeps an eye out on like she's an observant and well practiced at understanding people. We're gonna use that word. We use the word understanding people. Type. So as like she's going through, lifting through the bags, you know, just kind of hearing the noises that they're generating, kind of trying to understand what sort of things she can expect, because Miss Cotter hates not knowing what to expect, especially if it's going to be someone under the roof of her mistress.
Yeah. I suppose you could probably roll, like, so you're just like feeling the weight of the bags and stuff.
Feeling the weight of the bags.
What's in them?
Yeah, like, is this a person who's bringing like their entire Wedgwood collection? Like, because there are types. Like, she works for a lady, man. Like, people have their eccentricities when they're nobles.
Yeah.
It was insight?
Insight or perception? I'll give you either.
Wait, one. Wait, one. I think I'm too concerned with making sure that nothing gets damaged to really think about it.
You're being very careful with these bags. You're having a lot easier time than Nate. You seem to be able to carry things and, you know, just have general better upper body strength than Nate, definitely.
It's years of washing. Loads. Absolutely no other reasons. She can't, like, fireman carry a body fairly decently. That's fine.
But yes, unfortunately, you don't really get a sense of what's in the bags. Like, some are definitely, you know, seem like lighter than others, but overall, just like, this is just a bunch of luggage, you can tell.
Okay. Well, goes about the business. Anything else I should be? As soon as it's completed, puts it, neatens, leaves it open an area enough that they're not stacked up onto each other, but easy enough to undo.
Yeah.
You know, like unpack once in the way that they like.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been told to unpack anything, so we'll just leave as is, I guess.
Yes. By the time you've gotten all those up, Bonnie and the dame have moved into the sitting room, and they're enjoying the tea you prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do I see the dame at all go for any of the sweet treats, or are they avoiding them entirely? Like, again, trying to ascertain this person.
They definitely seem to be picking out a biscuit.
Okay.
All
right. Cool.
Yeah. I think there's not much else going on here. We'll leave you to your maid duties.
As I have no idea what's going on with Janus. I love this. It's amazing. It's fine.
Janus is fine from what you know.
Janus is on their bloodied sprite, Cosmo.
Pish posh. Let's go to a different area of town. We make our way to Sharktooth, a little island that sits in the fork of the river. A small, unassuming office. A sign outside says "Scoop, Private Snoop." The interior is the two NPCs there. The interior is low lit, as the blinds up at the large window behind a desk. And the small light that streaks in is from the blinds are a bit twisted up. Looks like something got caught. There's a slow-moving ceiling fan that creaks softly. An old couch with a mess of pillows and blankets that looks like it's been recently slept in. On the desk is loose papers everywhere, and one wall is taken up by a large pinboard with pins and pictures and scroll of notes and just strings, making this incomprehensible spider web across it. And there's a thin haze of smoke that it seems to be originating from a snoring dragonborn.
Shoddy craftsmanship. Tail not enough. Prattling termites. I had the dream again. Morning already? Okay. I sit up and fix my hat from the end of the couch up to my head. Back to work. As I stand and take in the board of messy scrollings.
As you're looking over your board, there's a knock at your door.
As usually happened. Alright. Game face. Let's do this. Walk to the door. And open it, swinging it outwards. Yes. Can I help you?
On the other side of the door is your friend from the watch, Mary Cross.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
Scoop
Scoop.
looks visibly dejected for a second. Oh, hey.
Yeah, roll a quick insight. Mary doesn't seem to notice.
Do you want to come in, or?
I just wanted to check you're awake. I've actually
Yep.
been sent to come get you.
Been awake for hours. Me?
Yes,
Oh,
someone wants to talk to you.
if
If you're
what
good-
kind of someone are we talking here? They didn't happen to be like in the carpentry business by any chance, would they?
no.
Oh, okay then. No
it's-
doubt some upstanding person got themselves into a spot of mischief, needs me to solve it. Maybe find their mistress or some sort of. I actually. What'd you say the name was again?
Lord Quincy Amblewood?
Oh, I met him once.
Oh.
Nice guy.
Well, he wanted at the council chambers he wanted to talk to you.
This wouldn't be about something to do with the sun, wouldn't? Because I assure you that it was all above board. You were there, like you saw. We were just defending ourselves. He wouldn't be upset about that, would he?
What? I don't know what it was. He just he wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, okay. I'll be there in a second, and I just sort of slowly swing the door closed and reach off out of view, grab my notebook, crossbow, put it in my pocket. All right. Am I going with you, or should I hail a ride?
I mean, I'm happy to walk with you. How you
Oh,
been?
thank God. Good. You know, work keeps me busy. Streets never sleep.
Oh, I know that feeling. Ever since you helped me take down that corrupt Officer Harkis, they've been.
Glad to help.
I appreciate it. But yeah, got the promotion, and now I'm even more busy.
Yep, me too. That word gets around fast. You know how it is. They just, that's why I was so surprised when you knocked on my door, like, taking calls all day. I didn't think, like, a fifth would be coming to me. You know, being all very busy, 5 cases in a day is a lot.
That is a lot. How do you keep track of it all?
Oh, my mind's a steel trap.
And as you
Plus, I write it down, and I hold up my notebook, which to their eyes is completely blank.
they have seen you like reveal stuff on it, so they know how I think that works. So like, of course. And yeah, you guys make your way up past the docks, up through Wallside, and into Old Town towards the council chambers.
Scoops the whole ride, like, just sort of fussing with his outfit, trying desperately to, like, wipe off what he thinks is a stain, but every time he wipes it, it gets a little bit brighter until he realizes that he's wiping clean what is a much larger sooty area.
Outside of this, Miss Cotter shivers somewhere.
The whole time, I'm just looking at Miss Cotter's play a character and being, like, seeing them miserable.
I love you,
fun to play.
but man, the things that Scoop does.
And Mary, yeah, you arrive at the council chambers, and they. Do you know the way to his office, or would you like me to show you?
Scoop looks around at the council chambers, looking very, very, like, confident. Yeah, I've never been here before. Could you point me in the right direction?
course. And they lead you inside. And basically, the way the council chambers works is it's a big sort of roundish building with the inner, like there's a big inner room where the council holds council, and then like around that room is basically a big corridor, and then on the outside of that corridor all the various offices of the different councils and stuff. So you're led through this led down the corridor towards the office of one Quincy Amblewood, Lord of Arkpoint.
Scoop's making a special note of like the way it's written on the thing. Like, should I get that from my office?
And they knock on the door, and you hear, "Who is it?" It's Sergeant Cross. I've brought Scoop. Oh, come in.
Detective.
Sorry.
It's alright. I walk in with purpose. Detective Scoop! Then take off my hat really quickly and put it to my desk. Answering as called.
Inside, you see a Lord Quincy Amblewood. Fine, but there we are. Amazing. Ah, I know how to work these programs. Ah. Thank you for coming.
It's not every day I get summoned by a lord.
No, I imagine not. Thank you, Sergeant. You can go now. Mary's like, okay. I'll just wait outside.
Scoop nods, then sheepishly turns towards the lord. So, what brings me here today? Do you have something you need my help with?
I do. I
pull out my notebooks and start, pull out my pen, dot it on the notebook, ready to dictate.
I heard that you were working with Janus on some off the case, undercover things.
Once or twice. Smart lad.
Do you perhaps know where he is right now?
Not at the moment. We had a night out eating a couple of days ago, but since then, been radio silent.
He didn't come home last night. Went out
Curious.
after work with his friend, a fellow co-worker here at the council, Azalea
Interesting.
Citanaro.
Azalea. Like the flower?
Yes.
Interesting.
They went out drinking, and well, yes, Janus didn't come home, and I've tried contacting his spellstone and got no response. Azalea has also not shown up to work today, so
That sounds out of character for Janus.
that's what I thought. But I figured maybe he was doing something with you and your late night activities. And if not,
Why?
maybe I could get your help to find what's happened to him.
Of course. By all means. I even have some professional consultants who might be able to track this person down.
My son, you mean?
Yes. Janus. I remember the victim's name. I mean, the client's son's name.
He's giving you like a look that's like, maybe this isn't the best idea.
So this, Azalea, was it?
Yes.
Strange. Interesting name to be named after a flower. I've eaten one of those. Gave me a stomachache. I have a bad feeling about this. Did they happen to mention where they were going last night?
I've heard that Azalea likes to attend a bar in Alwood Flat. I think it's called the Fox's Glove or something.
Fox's glove. Fun story about that flower too.
I bet.
Well, that'll be an interesting place to check out. Is there anything else you can tell me?
I don't have much more information, but maybe you could also talk to Azalea's father, Ivani. They run a financial firm.
Well, I'll definitely have to do that. What was the name again?
Ivani Sidarana. Sidarana.
Okay then. Well then, by any chance could I borrow your phone? I want to get a jump when contacting my leads.
I'm sorry, this phone is for council use only, but if you talk to Sergeant Cross, I've asked them to help provide what the watch can on your investigation.
This group visibly straightens and looks a little proud. Really? Well then, I best get started. Don't worry. I'll find Janus.
Thank you. I worry.
And I walk outside. And as the door closes behind Scoop, and I look at Miss Cross, like, took your advice, Miss Cross. I remember not to say dead or alive this time.
That's good, Scoop. What's the job?
Well, it seems Janus, the Lord's son, hasn't come home at night, and he's a little worried. So we're gonna go look for him. He said the watch's resources are completely at my disposal for this investigation. Could I borrow a phone?
Yeah, we'll go to the precinct. We'll get you one there.
Oh. Okay.
And you head off towards the closest sort of watch precinct in Old Town.
Ugh.
And while you're on the way there, we'll head off somewhere else.
Is that somewhere else my heart? Because hot damn, it's beating like a bullet train over here, man.
No, we're going to join our friend, the account, who has been summoned to a different kind of office. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the different backgrounds to upload, so we're just going to use the same one here. Pretend it's a very different office.
What does it look like, Cosmo?
This office is a bit more sparse than a council chamber office. It's a bit darker due to the shades pulled over the windows, a dark crimson sort of velvet material. There's a very dark hardwood desk that's kept very neat and orderly, and the only sort of pop of color is a vase on it, which is this nice, almost amethyst, but it sits empty. Sitting at this desk is a turtle. Very well dressed. In a three-piece suit, though the jacket isn't so much worn as draped over their shell. They have an eye patch over their left eye, and the eye you can see is intense. Seems to almost stare through you. The only other noticeable thing worn by this individual is a tie pin. It seems to be made of a large claw, some kind of bird. This is Mr. Otello, the Don, the leader of the Otello family crime syndicate in Arkpoint. And standing beside this desk is a bit more casually dressed, though still neat, tiefling. Ricky. And so as you enter this dimly lit office space, you feel possibly a small tension in the air. How does the accountant come into this?
Pretty much same way as he approaches everything. I will open the door, enter in, closing it carefully behind me. I take measured steps towards the desk before standing in front of it. Good morning, Mr. Otello. I nod to Ricky. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Mr. Otello seems to be just finishing up writing something on his desk. Puts his quill down, looks up at you. Thank you for coming, Mr. Accountant. I have a job for you.
Of course. How may I be of assistance? And what services do you need?
It seems a fellow business associate of ours has gotten into a lot of trouble. Ivani Sidorano runs an accounting firm, financial advice, things like this. And some of their clients are part of the family. And we consider Devani himself to be part of our family.
Of course. I do believe I have seen the name somewhere before.
They're quite prominent in the business world and would know, being an accountant yourself. But it seems their child has gone missing overnight. And they received a message stating that someone has young Azalea, I believe their name is. Now, they, of course, have come to us to help find Azalea because, well, they're family. They can trust us.
Oops.
So they don't wish to get the watch involved.
Completely understandable.
This is the job. I wish for you to, on Ricky's recommendation, actually. He has recommended you for this job. And Ricky just sort of gives you a nod.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, Mr. Ricky.
Of course. I believe you may actually have a personal stake in this.
I would find that highly unlikely.
Reaches into his pocket and throws you something.
Catch it easily.
Yes. It's a spellstone. Very familiar looking spellstone with the sigil of the Amberwood family on it.
And if I may, Ricky, how does this pertain to the young missing girl? Carefully put it inside my jacket pocket.
Well, first I believe Azalea is actually gender fluid, I believe. So maybe girl, maybe not. They. But how this pertains is the last Azalea was seen was with the young owner of that spellstone, Janus Amberwood. And when one of our men went to look, the most logical path they would have taken home, they found that just discarded in an alley. So we believe
Interesting.
Tied together.
Of course. I have no qualms of speaking with the owner of the device, and I will see as to what they know of the young missing Azalea. Shouldn't be a problem. If I may, Mr. Otello, is there any need to, send a message under these circumstances, or is this simply something we wish kept very quiet? Simply find and retrieve the young Azalea?
That would, first and foremost, make sure that they are safe.
Of course.
Get them home. As for a message, well, that would depend on who we are dealing with here. So, if you could ascertain that, and then we see where we proceed from there. But
Of course.
These are someone who have decided to slight the family. And that comes with consequences.
Rest assured, Mr. Otello, there will be consequences appropriately given. Such transgressions are not simply ignored.
Thank you, Mr. Accountant. You may go.
I will set about immediately. Thank you. Nod once more to Ricky. Turn. Make my way back out.
And you leave that office.
What time of day would you say it is?
Probably mid-morning, getting maybe close to noon. You would have been contacted as you probably around 9ish in the morning, as you made your way up to where Mr. Otello does his business.
So, quick check of my timepiece. I figured Janus is in his studies at the moment. Early, probably in sword fighting at the moment, I'd guess. So with that, I think I'm gonna go speak to Scoop.
That sounds good. Sure. Well, just before we
Ooh, actually, apologies. Before that, what do I know of the, now correct me if I'm wrong, the Sidorano family?
you can roll me a history check if you'd like.
As a fellow accountant.
Yeah.
Ooh, history. Doesn't look good so far. That's just an even 10.
Even 10.
No bonus.
Well, that's not terrible. I mean, you don't know much about the details, but you know, from what Mr. Otello just told you, you know that Ivani Sidorano runs a financial firm within Arkpoint. They help a few other businesses, run their financials and accounting and stuff like that, and they have some ties to the Otello family.
Are they an actual legitimate business?
Yes, as far
Cool.
as you know, they try and find loopholes and things like that. They do not break the law as much as they can, but they will bend the hell out of it.
Brings a smile to my heart, honestly. In a way, we're not too different, really. I also bend laws and other things. So, yes, Scoop is going to, with taking a little time to remember what I know about this, going to Scoop will be my first bet. I think that would be safe.
Enough.
With that, actually,
Yes.
just as a general statement, is there a messenger service in the city? I believe there is.
Yeah, we've established that before, definitely.
Is there, how would I go about sending a letter or a note to be delivered today?
Just find a local, a close by office. There's one. There's at least one in each district. Some have a few more, so you can just find one of them, and they'll if you're not looking for if you're just looking for overnight delivery, they'll handle that. And
I just need a message delivered to the other side of the city, honestly.
yeah, that can easily be done.
Fantastic.
Cost you a
I
couple
would-
of copper.
Yeah, brilliant. The accountant will go find one of these messages, and it's weird. He almost looks like what nervous looks like on other people, but he doesn't get nervous, so obviously it's not. Anyway, he pens out a letter addressed to Miss Cotter. and he tries and writes it nice. But functionally, what it says is, if you are available, I would like to take you to dinner. When would be a suitable time for you?
Easy done. That could be sent. That'll be on its way.
Absolutely brilliant. Okay, cool.
Meanwhile, I
Good.
cry and I'm freaking out of here.
Good, cool. As I said, he's not nervous. That's what happens to other people. So now he's going to go find Scoop. Business mode again. Put those feelings back behind that wall.
Okay. Well, with that, we'll move to another member of this party. One we haven't seen yet. Or yet this session. Now I'm gonna reuse this background and music. Once again, I had troubles uploading other scenes. Janus. How do you feel?
There's a little blood dripping down my lip.
Yes. I would say
And
you come
everything hurts.
you come to consciousness with a single hit point. You find yourself in a... Well, actually, roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
It's pretty... There's almost no light in this, wherever you are.
We're off to that kind of start, are we? Alright, no worries. That is a 5.
Very well. Yeah, you can't make out much. It, as I said, there's very little light. The only sort of light you can see is there seems to be a closed door, sort of off to your right, a little ways away, and there's like a bit of light seeping in underneath. You can make out vague, like, piles of things around you, like this, like just the way the light scatters. Like it isn't an empty room, but you're not 100% sure what it is. And you feel you're sort of tied up. You've got like rope sort of wrapped around you, your hands behind your back. Pretty secure. You can't seem to move. And there seems to be, you feel, there are weight behind you as well. Someone tied up against you, basically. You feel sort of a head and some hair on your shoulder and neck.
What the... I'm gonna kind of shuffle a little bit and try and wriggle free of the ropes to presumably little effect. Hello?
There's no
I'm gonna
response.
gonna try and look around and see who it is in the dark.
As you sort of squirm like that, the person seems to rouse. What's going on? Janus? Where are we?
Azalea, that's you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay.
What the fuck happened?
I think we lost.
Are you okay?
Oh. Yes, it still hurts. I think I dropped my knife.
Right, you tried to fight them.
Maybe I shouldn't have drunk so much. Ugh.
I mean... Shit.
Yeah, shit. Can you move?
You feel them trying. Not... like... Not really.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where we are. I can't see much.
No, I mean... I think... it's just like a bunch of scrap metal or something around us?
Scrap metal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like
Okay.
old machines or something. I don't know. Oh, you can't see well in the dark, can you?
No, not especially. Scrap metal, huh?
Yeah,
Okay. We can do something with that.
can't see any windows or anything. It's just a door over there. Do you think maybe we should call out or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not if whoever those guys are still out there.
Yeah.
Wherever there is. Let's try and get this rope off, figure out where we are.
Yeah, good plan. You said you didn't have your knife.
You see any sharp edges?
Give me a sec.
You might have to lead the way. Are you okay?
I mean, a little foggy. Think they like chloroform me or something? Side of my head hurts, that's for sure. But
Yeah, it looked like they hit you. Oh, if I was wearing my armor, I swear.
you have armor?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The one time you're not wearing armor, I swear to God.
Look, not everyone has their armor equivalent sewn into their clothing.
Look, that's mainly an anxiousness measure. They make me feel safe.
Meanwhile, Janus genuinely unsafe.
Maybe Janus should take a level in monk, get that unarmored defense. What's your wisdom like?
I can train you the way that I was trained, by having someone throw wrenches at me until I learn to avoid them.
That sounds a lot better than dumping a lot of points into wisdom, because I'm currently at 8 wisdom. We've established this.
That's how you're gonna
Oh yeah, that's right. We're at the same wisdom, almost.
Yeah, so you definitely like take a moment and you feel sort of Azalea looking around and assessing the situation.
If there's scrap metal, there'll be a sharp edge somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking. Do you think we can maybe try and turn around so I can see the other side?
Oh yeah, yeah, we can try that.
I'm gonna say give me a guess an athletics, but with disadvantage because you're tied up.
Okay, fair enough.
Give him a wiggle maneuver.
Oh, yeah, we're giving the wiggle. That's a 10.
And as will roll an
Glad I got proficiency in athletics.
as
It
will
helps.
roll a nat 1 on that. You
It seems we didn't communicate which way we were going to wiggle.
no, you both kind of go wiggle the same way and just like bonk your heads together.
Ow.
I won't roll damage because that would make you unconscious again. But as lets that, ow, and then immediately like sort of tenses, like
Okay, maybe not like that.
and you start to hear a click at the door.
Shit. What do you think? Play dead?
Sure. As you say this, it creaks open.
And Janus is gonna go limp.
Cool. Give me a performance check.
Shit. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable and expectable. Just doesn't mean it's gonna. Never mind. That is a muddy 20.
Nice. That's actually
We got a button for that.
muddy 20s in chat.
Woo!
As rolled pretty high on that as well. So you hear footsteps sort of approach you. And as they like reach you, like, you awake? And you feel like thick finger sort of just prod you in the chest.
I'm gonna try my damn hardest not to react to that, but I'm pretty sure I've
without-
got a broken rib.
Luckily, with a muddy 20 performance roll, you definitely managed to not react. And you just hear the footsteps go back to the door, close, and latch behind them.
Oh, damn, that hurt. Oh,
What do they do?
got me where they hit me. That's what he did.
Oh, sorry.
Poke him and see how he likes it. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to see a healer after this. Okay.
Do you want to try moving again, or just?
Yeah, this time we'll go. Can you point out roughly which way we're meant to go? You seem to know better than I do.
I just wanted to get a better look at the other side of the room again.
Okay. Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Ooh. Okay. Should I be rolling that with disadvantage?
No. With communication, I'll say that we cancel that out.
Yay! Much appreciated, because that was a net 20.
Very nice. Az also rolled pretty high, so he managed to scoot around so Az can get a better look at the other side of the room. Okay. I think there's like a... looks like a drill or a corkscrew of some kind. It's sort of got some edges maybe we could like rough up against.
Hello.
Alright.
Roughly how bound are our feet?
Not terribly actually. Like they've got you. If you like, it's mainly around your torso and your arms together. Like
Okay.
you could potentially, if you work together, stand up.
Okay. Right. I have a bad idea.
Okay.
Do you think we could stand up?
Give it a shot.
We'd have to time it right.
Yep.
Okay. Legs underneath.
Yeah. Feel them sort of like try to scoot their legs onto them.
Press against me. Ready?
Okay.
Nice and slow. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no.
Roger roll.
That's a 9.
A 9. Alright.
Come on,
you
dice. What
managed
mood
to-
are you in? Make up your mind.
They're being true random, as dice should be. You managed to like get yourselves sort of up off the ground, but you're not in any position to move. Like you're sort of just like holding each other up at the moment. Well, it's something. You think we could readjust without falling?
Maybe. Oh, falling down's gonna hurt. Ooh. And I don't think we'll be able to pretend to play dead anymore after this.
No, if we've changed position.
Nope. Okay.
Alright.
1 foot at a time.
Roll again.
That's more like it. I just got +6 to athletics. This is great. That's an 18.
That is real good. As does not. They roll 4.
Shit.
I'm gonna say those cancel out. You don't fall, but you don't make it anywhere. Like, Az's legs kind of like feel like they're about to buckle, and you sort of stop trying to move. Sorry.
You're good. Just lean up against me. I think I can hold it.
Okay. They roll a 2.
Shit.
Well, you have a great plan, but the dice aren't cooperating.
Okay.
Maybe we could just scooch along by sitting down?
We might have to. Yep, let's try that.
Okay. And you slowly lower yourselves back to the floor. And
Try not to clog the boots on the floor.
yeah. Now, this is slow going. Thank you. So I'm gonna have you roll fate right now.
Oh, hell. Oh. Alright. D100 fate roll. Let's go. That is a 60.
Ooh. 60. Okay. You haven't made it very far when you start to hear some voices outside the door.
Oh, that can't be good. Any ideas?
I don't know.
Alright. Flea's out. Fight's probably not a good idea. We can try and seal the door shut. Buy some time. Or we can talk.
I think we're gonna make it to the door.
Okay. Think. Alright. They wanted us alive. Well, they wanted you alive.
Yeah. Said they knew my father or something?
Maybe we should just try going along with it.
Can't make it any worse.
Alright, let's get comfortable.
Oh.
Here they come.
Yeah, as you sort of finish your quick talk, you hear the latch and the creaking of the door again. And as that door opens, let's pop over back to where Scoop was. I have a stinker.
Just a bit.
You will see consequences for this.
I know.
The crew will remember this.
I know who.
But only because I love you. Only because I love you.
Look, we're all DMs. We can all hurt each other. With love.
I know! Okay? It's great! This tension's amazing! It's perfect! It doesn't stop me from wanting to smash my fingers through a wall right now! My god!
So,
Delicious. So, Scoop,
Yeah.
you and newly promoted Sergeant Cross make your way to the old town precinct.
all right.
So you need to
I'd say the
do
majority of the way there.
use the phone?
Yes, I just, don't really like the precinct.
Or the stern? My bad.
Yeah. A few past couple times I've been to the precinct, some of the officers there have been had some choice words to say.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really have the best reputation in the watch.
I try so hard to. They're so specific. And there's so many examples.
Yeah. I think you do your job pretty well, Scoop. Helped me plenty of times. I wouldn't definitely. I try and uphold the law, but sometimes that red tape. I appreciate that you're willing to do whatever it takes to do the right thing.
Well, red tape, or Dragonborn, you know how it is.
So, what stern calls do you need to make? You're tempted.
Oh, just to a few acquaintances and such. People that I feel like might give me a place to start this investigation. Oh, Are you waiting for me to do that?
What I was like.
I was waiting for a cue for the arrive at precinct bit.
Oh yeah, sorry.
My bad.
No, you're good. You definitely arrive at the precinct. And make your way in.
All right. Well,
there is a sort of in just off to the side of the sort of foyer of the precinct is like a little booth kind of thing. That's sort of, it's a public spellstone because not everyone has it. So, but you need watch permission to use it. So, but with Mary with you, you're like, the person at the front desk is like, she's like, we're just gonna use it.
right. Well, I'll be there. I'll be done in a bit, and I presume this is a booth of some variety, and I like.
Yeah. You can, like, there's a door you can close to have a bit of a private conversation, as long as you don't raise your voice.
I'm sure. And I look at the phone there, or the stone, and pull out my notepad and have a look, or flip through some of the pages. So here's somewhere, friend, not friend. Aha! Here it is. The bloody symbol. Up, F, and then there's like a loop tail thing. Aha! And I attempt to dial or sign for the accountant's personal phone. Last time.
Easy done. I don't want to make you roll for this.
I feel like I should.
Alright.
What kind of roll would this be? A D100, perhaps?
I'd just say a history just to see if you remember it, like, or if you wrote it down correctly.
Probably the writing it down bit.
Or
Let's get...
probably more accurately, can you read your own handwriting?
Well, let's try it. That is a 9. And I have a pretty good bonus.
Rings for a bit. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, this is Frank. Who's this?
Frank, sorry. What kind of residence is this? I think I may have signed the wrong sign.
Yeah, this is the this is the personal dancer establishment.
I see. Sorry, I put down the stone, and then I pull out my notepad and write that down.
I have a question.
Yes.
Accidentally pressed read all by
Does
mistake.
Does the accountant have his stone on rumble mode?
That's pretty good.
Oh my god!
Feel we may just need to.
You should. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Slash. Yes.
All right.
Rumble mode. Oh my god.
Do you want to roll again? This time, maybe with advantage.
Yeah, let's try it.
Just
That's much better. That's a 15.
Yeah. Accountant, your spellstone starts to rumble, ring,
Rumble.
rumble. Cannon.
Hello,
Yes.
you have reached the accountant.
Oh, excellent. This is Scoop.
Ah, you're not in your office.
No, this is the police phone. Have you? I'm calling because they just gave me a case to work on. Apparently, Janus didn't come home, so they asked me to go check out where he is, and I thought I'd call you since maybe he's just out with you doing stuff.
Mr. Scoop, I'm sorry, I just need to clarify one very important detail you may have mentioned just now. Where did you say young Master Janus was?
I didn't say where he was. He hasn't come home. He's been missing since last night.
So at this moment, the account is standing in front of Scoop's apartment area. He was trying to rap on the door at the time. He was halfway through, like, jiggling the handle. And in this moment, he crushes Scoop's door handle.
Oh no.
I need that to be canonically present. Scoop. This is
Yeah.
It is very nice. I need to see you immediately. Where can I find you that is not a police station?
Well, you know, I'm at my office, like 24 hours a day, like mostly, unless I'm on a case, like now, I guess. So, we can meet there.
Very well. I would appreciate if you make your way here very quickly.
No problem.
This
You,
is a
need to-
very not good time.
I see. Well, if I'm gonna make one other call, but I'll see you there.
Very well. I'll see you when you get here.
Okay. See you soon. Love you. Bye. And hang up the phone.
Yes!
All right. And Skip goes continues looking for his notebook, trying to find another sign.
Yep.
Maybe. It depends on if they're at work today. And starts writing the sign for the Lady Sanguis estate.
Yeah.
I'll roll again. I might hit. What? That scared the crap out of me, but I've rolled an 18.
You managed to get this one first try.
I'll wait for the answer on the other end, as a polite phone caller would.
Yeah.
The account also rings this number, but gets a busy tone.
Actually, roll initiative. See who gets there first.
Oh!
Scoop has to, go through his notepad.
18.
I do not beat an 18.
Okay.
I think you're too busy being, like, furious, right?
I'm trying not to break down this fucking door.
In the meantime, I invite
To
the
be
chat
fair,
try and
he
figure
probably needs a new one.
I invite the chat to try and think of a pun for a call waiting for a spell stone.
Yeah. Would Miss Cotter or Nate pick up?
Nate's probably the one that answers it because Miss Cotter is like second call when Nate's busy and out.
Yes. So you hear, hello, Sanguis residents.
Good. I got the first one, first try. Looking for a Miss Cotter.
Miss Cotter. Okay. Hold, please.
Immediately pokes out head.
Okay.
What?
I'll hold.
Yes, sisters?
The phone,
What's wrong, Nate?
The phone is for you.
She like a small grin crosses her face, not knowing the news that this is, because there's only one other person that usually calls her on this phone, this stone, and she loves to have pleasant chats with them. Goes over, holds up the phone. Yes, may I help you, Miss Cotter? Surprised?
Oh, it's Scoop.
Scoop. When did you get a stone?
I didn't. I'm using the police one. They let me make a phone call.
It doesn't hear that part because they
Hang
on.
Can I make a guess at what just went through Miss Cotter's head?
3 things, but yes, continue.
My first thought is they've given him his one stone call.
I know what I did.
That was one of them. She's basically Miss Cotter pauses before she puts the stone back on her ear, and it's like, are you needing me to bail you out? Because I'm not supposed to go to those places.
No, not at the moment. Although it's good to know that I could probably ask that.
No, not me.
Oh. Okay, I'll add that to my notes. You hear the sound of scratching on paper.
Scoop,
All right.
what is it?
Oh, well, I'm calling to check to, is Janus there by any chance? I'm calling
Why
around,
would
see if anyone's
Janus
seen
be
him.
at Lady Sanguis's place?
I don't know, he's just, you guys, your acquaintances, I'm calling around to all his known associates.
Yes, it's not like she's his bloody auntie.
Well,
As far as I know. Hasn't mentioned
just-
it.
I'm just going for the list on my phone, but, oh,
What's
well
going
then,
on? Wait, what happened to
oh,
Janus?
oh, he didn't come home last night, so I'm just calling.
What do you
to see
mean he
if
didn't come home last night?
He went missing, he went out with, like, a friend
What
to
do
like, a
you
bar.
mean he's missing?
Oh, well, his dad called me to the council chambers to ask for my help personally to go track him down, see where he's at.
Mr. Scoop, are you telling me that Janus, our lad, has been missing since last night?
Well, it's technically the Lord's lad, but
Yes, he's the Lord's lad. However, he's our friend, isn't he? And what you're telling me is that he's missing. And is that
that's
why
what's
you're
in my
calling
notes,
me?
yeah. Friend right there next to his name.
Is that why you're calling me Scoop?
Mm-hmm. I have you as friend and acquaintance to Janus, so that's why I called.
She frowns at that. And then raises a single eyebrow that you can feel through this stone cold. How quickly can you be at your office?
Pretty quick. That's my next stop.
How quick?
Well, I've been back and forth from the precinct to my house a few times. If I get a ride with the police, that takes
Scoop.
usually like 5
Scoop.
minutes, depending
Mr.
on whether
Scoop.
I'm going to offer. Yeah.
Scoop! Don't stop for a bagel. Don't stop for a chat. As soon as you're finished this call, you meet me there. I'll try to make an excuse or something. Have you called the accountant?
Yeah, he was. I called him just before you. He's meeting me there as well.
Good. Alright, okay. Alright. I'll try to be there as quickly as I can, and I put and immediately hangs up on you without a goodbye. And it turns to Nate and goes, this is the equivalent of like, I'll be back. I need to handle something. And then tries to find Lady Sanguis as quickly as possible to ask permission to leave for maybe the rest of the evening.
Yep. Lady Sanguis.
Does she make it does she make it far enough before the accountant calls?
Is the accountant just constantly trying?
He's spacing it out with reasonable amounts of time, but yes, that is exactly what he's doing. He's pacing and calling.
I think you make it up to Bonnie's office. Find her there. Oh, Miss Scudder, is everything okay? You look.
Sorry. I'm sorry to bother you. There's a little bit of an emergency with one of my friends, and I know I shouldn't be asking this, especially with the guest around, but would it be alright if I popped out for just the evening? I'm not sure when I'll be back. Everything's already been prepared. Dinner's already just needs to be in the oven, and I don't think Nick can fuck that up too much.
Yes, no, if everything's fine, that should be good. The dame is just packing her things away, so
Alright.
she shouldn't need anything. More than Nate can provide.
Firstly, thank you very much. I'm very, very sorry to have to leave, but I'm also very nervous. And like she like fiddles and she plays with the ends of one of her plaits.
As you're like saying this, you can hear just downstairs Nate like answering the phone again.
And as that happens, like, I will be definitely back before sun. I'll to do my duties by the morning, though. There'll be no concern there. I just, he's young, and I don't want him.
No.
When they're young, they're just so. And like this is probably the most animated that Lady Sanguis has seen Miss Cotter about this thing. Like she's seen her be like sort of nervous around Ned, but this is like a almost different response, like coming from a lot of experience kind of face. Just like when they're young, they're just sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to explain. You go. Take the evening off. I'll see you in the morning.
Thank you, Lady Sanguis. I'll try to bring back a souvenir of something sweet if I can. And then she rushes back down, grabs her umbrella, grabs her basket,
as you try and make your way out the door, Nate is like, "Oh, Miss Cotter, the phone's for you again."
Yes, for me. Who calls? It's I just like put. It's like, all right. Who's calling? Is it Scoop again?
Did you give your name?
I would like to speak to Miss Cotter now.
Nate's just shivering.
They didn't give a name. They sound very scary.
Thinks about who it could be. Picks up the phone. Do you already know?
He's missing, along
Yes,
with
I
the
heard.
young woman who was with him. He's been taken by someone. I'm at Scoop's office at the minute.
All right. Well, I'm on my way. Packing for rain.
A lot of rain.
And a heavy dose of cleaning. Oh my goodness. I have the night off, so I'll hopefully nothing else. It's like, and Mr. Accountant, sir, don't forget to breathe. I'll be right there. She puts the phone. Take care, and still doesn't say goodbye. She's
Neither
phones
did
is
he.
straight. She doesn't know that. She doesn't know these two. And with a shocking amount of efficiency, she bolts. Swift.
Yep.
Keen, back streets, shortcuts.
Quickly passing by a random messenger.
Who has no idea. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Would like to think makes it to Scoop's office probably before he does. Honestly, let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll quickly just pop back to Scoop. So you finish your calls. What do you tell Officer Cross?
All right. Well,
Hold on.
yep, all done. I've got somewhere to be. I'll begin my investigation post-haste, and I'll update you with the details as things get to me.
No worries. Good luck, Scoop. And if you need anything that I can help you with, just let me know.
Good to know. Well, no time like the present. By any chance, can you give me a lift back to my office?
Yeah, sure.
In a bit of a hurry.
Yeah. You grab the police wagon and take it down to Shocktooth. And what does Scoop see when he arrives at his office?
Broken door handle.
Broken door handle. Has Miss Cotter arrived? How probably has arrived before. Hopefully before him, though. I don't know if she could outrun a coach even when she's in Terminator mode, for lack of a better word.
True. You. Let me look at the map. Yeah, no. You definitely arrive after Scoop. Scoop is closer and faster right now.
Right.
But the accountant is still waiting outside.
No.
You've broken the door handle. You might as well invite yourself in at this point.
I'm pacing back and forth, trying to breathe.
Your office door is wide open.
I see.
You see a large figure inside, pacing back and forth.
The handle's actually just what I'm entering.
certainly is now.
Well, now it's got that nice try to break in look, which I've been trying to build up over time.
He drives me insane in like the best way possible, I swear, as a player.
Like a drink as I walk over to my desk and just clear out, move some clutter, and just as pages fall, it reveals a bottle of like what is some sort of alcoholic beverage in a nice decanter.
Can I clarify if Sergeant Cross is still here?
I think they dropped Scoop all.
That's what's my impression.
Yeah,
Just
they
dropped
probably
off.
have their own stuff to deal with. So it's just you and Scoop at the moment.
Oh my gosh.
Probably give it 5 or 10 minutes, and Miss Cotter would arrive.
It's like she's leaning on the umbrella, and she's just like, where? What? How? Happen? When?
From what I have been told, he was out last night. He and a young woman by the name of Azalea. Young person, I should say.
Alright.
They went to the Fox's Glove, Ricky's bar.
Ricky.
Miss Cotter straight up freezes and drops her umbrella.
After they left, something must have happened. Neither of them returned home, and Azalea's father has reached out to the family. I have this, and I pull out the sending stone. This was found in a nearby alley, discarded. I thought that perhaps the young man had gotten drunk, and perhaps dropped it or something, but wishful thinking, it seems. Scoop called me just before. And I kind of gesture over to him.
Yep, that's long and short of it. No idea what a family is. Well, they felt like, what was their name? Flip through their notes. The notes. Evansi, was it called you? Their family? Points to their notes.
Sidorano, I believe
That's
is
the
the
one.
name. Vani is the father. They're an accountant business, no relation.
Ah, I see how we could have. How two investigations must have merged. You hired by one of the victims' missing persons, family
Where-
members, and me hired by the other. Small world.
Scoop.
We have. Do we
There's
have any
something I would
idea?
like. Please,
Sorry,
take it.
I'm just. I'm sorry. She puts her hand out and probably has seen that you've been the little worn groove of dust, a spot where you've clearly been moving around. Sorry. So last night, Janus and this individual Azalea, was it?
Yes.
Interesting choice for a name. Sorry, interesting name.
So too.
Yeah, it's poisonous.
Really?
But
That's it.
it causes stomach indigestion. Amongst other things, depending on how high the. Anyway, do we have any idea who could have? Do we have any sign, any evidence? And she's shakily reaching for. It's why did Ricky give you this? She said shakily, looking toward this stone. It's hard once somebody says it first.
From what I could gather, from that side of things, they're only interested in the Azalea part. This is happened to be found in the area. As far as I can tell, they have very little interest in Janus.
I wouldn't say that.
I kind of look towards Scoop. Mr. Scoop.
Yep.
I must stress this to you. 2 people were taken. One of which is the son of the lord of this city.
Yeah.
This tells us the people who have done this are either stupid or incredibly bad. The second thing is the family from whom the Azalea has been taken. That confirms they are stupid and tells you they are dangerous. Relations aside, I cannot stress that this is a serious matter. People very well will die as a result of these actions. And I will be upfront with you.
And there is an earnest sincerity to the accountant's eyes, because he looks at you. He is speaking as sincerely as is possible.
I understand that you are a man of the law, and I can appreciate the position this puts you in. But mark my words, Janus is a boy, and this will not go undealt with.
Agreed. We should find him at once.
I believe starting with Azalea's father might be a good position. If we can find out why, we might be able to find out who.
And we might also need to look in this bar. If we could figure out a time frame, we might know when they were taken.
Quite possible.
Knowing Janus, probably would have left the bar and headed straight home, perhaps to drop off his friend. If we could retrace their steps, we might be able to find where the struggle took place.
Well, you said that totally not trying to avoid going to the bar or anything. Well, you said that it was found just thrown aside in an alley. Do you know where? What alley?
I didn't think of it.
You see as he just like crushes the cup in his hand at that moment, Leonardo DiCaprio style.
I didn't even think of that.
She puts a hand out, and whatever damage you take is.
It was. I
Yep.
rolled it. It was a 1.
The one damage that you take from the cut glass is like as soon as she touches you, lay on handed away. Breathe. You didn't know. And the only thing that we know is that they've been taken. We'll have to find information. I should not go anywhere near that place. Especially for Grease there. She looks so... She's like mixed, upset, torn, just...
Here's what I can tell you, Miss Cotter.
Yeah.
I understand the position this puts you in as well. But right now, Janus is missing.
I know.
And I am aware of the life you have built here. And I will do everything in my power to protect that.
And he kind of thinks for a moment. He looks down at his hand.
But I need your help.
I promised I'd protect them. And I don't like to break my promises. Alright. Do you have any... Wait, how did you find out about this? Like, how did Ricky and, I'm assuming...
Yes.
How did
He
they
called
find
me
out?
directly. Apparently, Ivani, Mr. Ivani, as I said, he is connected, and as a result, instead of going to the watch, he went to us.
Did they get any sort of note? Any sort of, item? Or, like, we have your child? Or...
I would be under that impression, but I have not confirmed that with the family. Sorry.
I think I did say that he got a
Yeah.
message. That
Oh,
they
sorry,
had.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, then.
Also, do you have that message on you?
That is a good question.
I know.
I do not.
All right. Well, all right then.
This,
Do not want face.
Do I know where the Sedano family is in relation to here?
You
The business, I should say.
the business is run in Old, definitely, which is the section of right next to the keep, basically the inner walled area of Arkpoint. It's where a lot of the highly financial business stuff goes down, and a lot of political, that's where the council chambers are.
Would you say it is closer than the Fox's Glove?
You from where you are in Sharktooth?
Actually,
They're pretty close. It'd be about equal, honestly.
the Sedano family business is in Old Town. And do you know where the Fox's Glove is?
yes.
I think they're roughly similarly far apart. Either or first makes no difference, but with that, time is of the essence. So a decision would like to be made.
The one that makes it. I'll do whatever's probably the most efficient. I have to be back before the morning. I've worked on no sleep before though.
In which case it will be a busy night. I suggest we start with the accountants.
Double looks at you again.
No relation.
Right. And with that, I think she's holding on to Janus's spellstone with this type of nervous kind of as soon as they start heading out, she's probably gonna lean closer to the accountant, look at him and go, I don't think that Ricky doesn't know. Ricky's he's too sly and smart for that. He definitely knows who Janus is. Probably knew the moment that that boy walked into Panama's ring.
If that is the case, then I made my decision a long time ago about what I stand for. And I will get Janus back. Make no mistake. And I do not care who or what is in the way of that.
I said the same thing once. And she looks kind of forlornly out distantly to where she knows the Fox's Glove is, and then glances the other direction to the seaside.
And I think as the afternoon sun glints off the waves of the ocean, we'll end our session there. Thank you everyone for attending this session of Arkpoint. We hope to see you next time, and please always remember to stay inspired.
Stay inspired!
Bye!
Bye.
See you next time.
Oh, I can't wait.